the previous map there is JW started off with some really crucial opening kills in the first 2 rounds, getting both of those. Now let's see what's going to happen here in this one.
And Bialy's alone today, and Fnatic's actually heavy into this hall, is going to attack this bomb site with smokes. And all of Virtus.Pro has a mid and a B emphasis and a retake A strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
This round.
That's what I'm seeing from this setup right now. You've got Snacks, who's going to be kind of pushed up towards the smoke. They have not executed yet, so we'll go ahead and switch over. Here comes the smokes and flashes over the top there. They still haven't pushed in, and now we're going to see that plan of attack. Pasha, he spotted one out of a palace. Now we're going to see the rotate happen. Pushing in, Bialy picks a nice headshot onto Crims. The bomb will get planted out in the open there inside of the A bomb site. Olofmeister has picked up 2 frags so far.
Yeah,
Pasha just on this side here. And he's going to try to be able to go for the knife, but then he has teammates. He has that support that's much needed there in this 3-on-3. As you've got Pasha just right around the corner. I think he spotted Pronax, picks up the headshot, looking for a second one. And he does trade there with Olofmeister, but look out, Snacks is just on the other side. Olofmeister so far has picked up 3 kills. He's going to try to loft this smoke and see if he can get this defused. Olofmeister, and luckily enough for Olofmeister, Snacks was low on health, and Fnatic, they pick up the round 1-0 off the pistol.
And such good play. Fnatic just bum rushing Bialy in that CT spawn area and taking over control of those stairs in that phone booth. It was such a crucial angle for Olof to be at as this retake occurred.
So again, Olofmeister, he picked up those 2 kills, which allowed him to get over there towards that ticket booth. And then from there, holding it down in that 1 versus 1. We'll switch over to Pasha, who's got the scope inside of mid, but really the action is probably going to happen over here towards the hallway area. So we got a little bit of a spread throughout the map. And Pasha, he's hit one of them. That was Crims. He's just kind of jumping around here, see if he might be able to get this jumping scout. Another smoke to smoke this area off. There is one player that has been able to push up a little bit. That was Pronax. So he is going to be smoked off. They're going to work their way over there towards Catwalk. The action is going to happen over here towards that B bomb site, which has Taz and Snacks. Snacks going to worry about this area. Same type of situation we saw in this map before on Mirage with Fnatic and Virtus.Pro. Taz is drawing in the gunfire, and Snacks is going to pick up the kills here. But this time you've got Snacks. He's going to fall. Down to a 2-on-2 now, as Neo's going to be on the rotate. He's waiting for his teammate. If Taz could stay up a little bit longer, it's just not going to happen. Both Pronax and Flusha low on health. He's going to be able to pick up this AK, and a quick flick there as Pronax is just below him now. And he will finish off that one. Pronax picking up this CZ, also picks up that AK at the end. So 2-0 now.
And Fnatic's so good, even when things don't go their way in the early. We saw that great bait and switch crossfire set up by Snacks and Taz at the end of B halls and at that truck. But Fnatic is such a good team at, once they start entering this bomb site, they slow things down and they let their players work their angles that they're at, and they give their players a chance to really make plays to help each other out.
All right, so now we'll take a look here. You've got Pasha again, who has a scout, and you'll have Snacks, who's going to push up right to this point here in this cubby in the underpass. So he's just on the other side. Headshot from Pasha, and Snacks is going to peek out. He had a jump on Pronax, but Pronax will pick up the kill there. Another one's going to fall. JW has actually moved his way inside of the site. I don't know if Pasha knows this. There he goes. He's going to go ahead and spawn him out there with the P2K. Pronax is going to be able to provide some support there from the B apartment. And now Bialy and Neo, they're going to have to rotate over here towards the B bomb site. JW does pick up that scout from Pasha. So they're going to go ahead and get this bomb planted. And Neo's going to go ahead and wrap back around as Bialy will kind of take this one into his hands there. He's got himself an AK from this. And now Neo's going to look for an exit over here. So they're going to come over the top. That's JW. JW has that scout. He's going to fall back. He knows that there's a better exit here. And nice job by Neo anticipating the rotate there. And he could actually go in here and get the, if he had a kit, he could have got some type of defuse. That's just not going to happen there. They've already exited the site there. And so, Fnatic's just cringing right now, hoping that there wasn't a defuse, but it's going to be 3-0, and Neo will fall as they try to get that exit there.
One thing that strikes me with Fnatic, I watch Pronax and JW as JW is just running around on the site and causing mayhem. Their communication and their feel for how their players like to play is so in tune with each other. You saw Pronax up in the halls watching JW fight Pasha and then just fall back and wrap around into the site, and Pronax just covering his retreat as Pasha was trying to swing around to keep fighting. and it was just great coordination by those two players.
So right now you have, I believe that is Olofmeister, who is pushing up there towards the A ramp right now. And we're on board here with Pasha. You got Neo, who's right there inside of mid, or inside of the connector. Olofmeister is going to back away now. So they've gained mid control, no matter what map it is.
Yeah, it's so important too. Now they have so many different avenues of attack, and Virtus.Pro is going to have to be careful everywhere they're looking as JW gets a pick.
Yeah, Snacks was trying to lurk and see if he could come on a flank, and now that opens up the B bomb site, and you may immediately see Neo and Pasha try to save here, or at least Pasha will. And so now the bomb's going to get planted inside of B, and look at this. You're going to have all of these players going to be searching for Pasha. And Pasha might get caught here as he's working towards Palace, and I don't know if he's been spotted. Pronex may have caught a glimpse of him for a moment. They're at least going to check that area regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's the safest location on the map, and you can see they're kind of wrapping around out of T-spawn, and Pasha's going to have a tough time in these halls holding off for so much longer.
So now he's got JW, and JW will be right there as he set up shop there, picks up the kill, picks up the round 4-0 now.
And Fnatic with that mid control, just sending one up connector, to cover their passage up CAD, and then really just exploiting that B bomb site, getting into the open and finding those frags on the rotates and kitchen, and every single individual at one point, while Pasha was still trying to save, 4 kills on 4 different Fnatic members.
So we're back over here with JW, see if he can get a pick on either Snacks or Taz inside of B. This is an eco round for Virtus.Pro. Pasha taking some damage there. We'll switch back over here to JW, see if he can pick up one. So there was a nade that was lofted into window, barely missing Snacks there. And so Snacks has actually set himself up in a position so he can get this nice little headshot here with the Deagle.
Yeah, and all of Fnatic now, getting that pick in the window room with those grenades, and now fully rotating back to the A bomb site. And Virtus.Pro's defense, even though it's an eco, they're not stacked anywhere. They have it so spread out, and just now we're starting to see Taz and everyone actually rotating to A, taking this gamble.
And Bialy just on the other side. He's going to get picked off. Now Neo's in a tough spot. Snacks has already rotated. Nice Deagle headshot there into Flusha, trying to make a second one. And Taz on the other side, he's been firebombed off and smoked away. They're going to go ahead and get that bomb planted. And as Taz tried to take a gamble, trying to take out the bomb carrier there. And so now we're back over here with Snacks, and Snacks, he's just trying to one-tap with the Deagle here. He's going to just go ahead and squeeze his way out of there. And they may start to challenge him. It's really unnecessary.
Yeah, there's
Fnatic.
no need for them to do that. Let him keep that Deagle. Some really nice shots entering that bomb site, though. Olofmeister actually getting dinked and staying composed as Snacks comes in to shoot a few more bullets. Doing some decent damage, but not getting the killing shot. There it is.
That bomb might actually blow that AK towards his direction, and that's what he was hoping for. He's going to try to go back over there. There's an AK who's just right there a couple feet away, and JW will pick him off with the CZ. So 5-0 right now in favor of Fnatic. And we will see another gun round coming in here for Virtus.Pro. We'll hop on board with Pasha first, but also JW has his op as well. So we'll look where both of these players will go here.
Looks like they're going to go for that mid pick. I understand that Pasha also likes to do that, but there's actually a mid push from VP.
So we'll see. There goes JW. He's going to fall. The push is going to be real here as Taz. He's going to be right there. So Neo and Taz both go to work here. And now it's going to be left up here to Krims and Olofmeister. Krims has actually gained himself a position. He can see that IWP just peering out of the window. And what was a 4-on-2 has quickly changed back to a 2-on-2. So now we've got Taz who he doesn't know the bomb is there. But Olofmeister, he's just running about and he'll get taken down there.
Yeah, and a scary situation for Virtus.Pro after getting those opening picks. Fnatic players with their game sense are understanding where they can find their 1v1 battles, and they've been winning all of them this first half.
And there goes Taz. He set up shop. There was a call out earlier letting that knew that Krims was down below in the underpass where Pasha got killed up in window. So that call out was made. So now the score's going to be 5-1.
And just want to say the game sense that Olofmeister had when there's that mid push by Virtus.Pro. Usually, what that means is there's only going to be one person watching A, whether it's in the bomb site or on the stairs, and that's a great way from that palace to find that one-on-one fight. And Olofmeister came on the win versus Neo.
Take a look here. You've got Snacks. Sees a couple players. There's caused quite a bit of damage there to Crims and JW. Just boosted over the top. He could actually spam here and it would cause a lot more damage. And they're going to be pushing up. Snacks going to peek out, cost even more, but JW accidentally taking out his own teammate, so technically kind of a trade there. JW will pick up another one. Now they're going to be moving here towards the site. Neo dropping flush. There's going to be that firebomb inside of the site, but they will get out just in time. And Olofmeister almost falling into that smoke. That was a good nade, but it passes by off the wall. So now it's going to be down to this 2-on-2. Bialy, he's going to pick up one. Now it's going to be back around to Neo. Neo picks up the kill, and they'll swing in here for the defuse.
Yeah, and Fnatic, one of the few professional teams, the B bomb site on this map doesn't get a lot of love, and Fnatic's known for their B takes. But just great trades on that retake throughout by Virtus.Pro. Pasha kind of coming through smoke and giving away the position of one of the Fnatic members, and Bialy, some great entries on retaking that site and setting Neo up for a good one-on-one win.
So Fnatic, they started off strong, picking up 5 rounds. It's now Virtus.Pro in that second gun round, trying to change the tune of this game. And so Pasha, he'll be the one with this op to get that mid pick. And Olofmeister must have a spawn somewhere because he has taken the op and he's heading quickly over here towards the palace. See if he might be able to get over here towards that watch connector area.
He's just going to try and catch a rotating counter terrace unawares with this angle. He's just going to sit here and hold this for a long while. Gets
boosted over the top. Taz is going to try to provide some support. He'll be there in time. And so that combination between Taz and Pasha, it's been a long one. They've been together for a long time. And so Taz just, again, providing that support. Pronax taking some gunfire there inside of mid. He's going to fall away, but he will stay alive with only 6 HP. Olofmeister, let's take a look back over here. He's held this same position for quite a while.
Right, the thought process from Fnatic was to try and get that boost in there and put some pressure on the window player. And there it is, it pays off. 45 seconds of holding the same angle, but they wanted to use that boost to push someone out of window room and into Olofmeister's crosshair. And he's just so patient up there right now.
That's a hard thing to do whenever you have to wait in the same position for that long. I mean, it is just a mouse one, but honestly, just trying to hold that and being that patient. So now, take a look here. You've got Pasha who picked up that one. There is the bomb carrier. Let's take a look over here on the other side, though. Flusha inside of over by Catwalk. He's going to try to get this an attack here on the other side. I believe Snacks probably heard that. Olofmeister picks up another one. Now they're going to be able to push around there. They know where Bialy is now, and Bialy will get taken down. Now down to a 2-on-2. Snacks and Taz. Taz has not pushed in. 6 seconds to get this bomb down, and the bomb carrier will get the bomb planted, and he stays alive long enough. That's going to be Olofmeister. He picks up the kill. He's going to try to be able to wrap back around. Taz is just on the other side. Little pop flash over the top, but he's still just kind of holding on to this 13 health. And there's going to be Taz, and he picks up the round. So right there, just again, in the end.
An ace.
He did not pick that one up. So again, Olofmeister, he waited in the beginning of the round to get that first opening kill for Fnatic. It pays off. He takes out Pasha in the midpoint of the round. He even goes for the plant. He gets the bomb down, and he shuts down the last two, picking up the ace 6-2 in favor of Fnatic. Good job by Olofmeister.
Yeah, such an impressive 1v1 win. Snacks has got to be kicking himself that he didn't hit those shots and get that kill. But what a great 1v1 to win, or 1v2.
And so now you got it back over here in the hands of JW. Will be that AWP. We will see a save, or at least an eco here. And Taz and Snacks will group back over here towards the B-bomb site. And they're going to just give up mid control completely because they have Neo, who is going to be right there to spawn, but Olofmeister will be watching the flank.
Yeah, and it's so nice for Fnatic to have players who are so good with the AK and the op. It allows Pronax so much leeway in how he wants to call strats, even just dropping that up to JW for this round.
And so now you've got Snacks, who's right there. Now we're back over here with Bialy. So the bomb will tick away there, and we'll have another play that falls. 7-2 in favor of Fnatic. But he brought up a good point. I mean, the fact is Olofmeister, he won that round with the op with an ace, and then immediately he gives that op over to JW. And it's just, again, that flexibility there for that team.
And it's hard as defenders to deal with that because just so many different looks, and you can't really get a good rhythm on how these players want to play when they're constantly switching weapons. And JW is going to take this off and Halls, and he's going to play completely different than how Olofmeister did.
And look at that shot. Again, you're exactly right. The way that JW's play style is completely different than Olofmeister. And so now there's going to be another one that's going to be picked up, and that's going to really kind of be very rocky for Virtus.Pro, and they're going to get shaken up and lose another round, 8-2 now.
Yeah, and so good, and all the attention onto JW. He ran that whole way. They had to have hurt him, and he wasn't even worried even a single bit. And now you see VP in an attempt to counter some of this play. They're opting to do a double op setup with Neo picking up that sniper rifle.
So we'll see if Basha can get that opening frag. You also have Neo who's going to watch the cross there inside of the A ramp. Make their way back over there. Pasha's going to be smoked off here. Neo does get the pick there inside of mid. That was Olofmeister who you saw cross on your screen, and then he picks up a second one to follow. So he's watching two angles. And so we'll see if he can make something happen. He's got Bialy right there with him. Now they can be able to come out there. Crim's picking up their second frag there. So now it's going to be down to this 2-on-3. They're both working over there. JW missing that jump, going to go ahead and fall down, but Pasha will pick up the kill, and so will Taz. So 3-8 now. And it really all started with Neo in that round.
Yeah, those opening two frags, huge impact from Neo. He's playing so well today.
And so right now, this is those matches that you really dream to cast and be a part of. And Fnatic playing extremely well. And they, of course, they're coming from the loser bracket. This is a double elimination bracket, which means that Fnatic will need to win this first best of 3 to push it into a second one.
Okay, so Olofmeister's holding the same angle, so let's see if they go with that boost again.
Neo causing some damage. This nade might work out for them. As Crims is right there, he finally will fall. And so already they have 2 players taken out of the round, and Olofmeister is going to get smoked out, but Pasha peeks out right before the smoke, and Olofmeister takes him out. Incredible shot by JW, just seeing the top of his dome, and now it's going to be down to a 2-on-4, as you've got Flusha and Olofmeister. And Olofmeister, of course, getting that first opening kill, just waiting here on the edge, and he spots him, and so Neo going to work now. It's going to be down to Flusha, low on health.
Neo is just so confident right now, playing so aggressive, and Flusha with 7 HP and a 1-on-3. He's got some time to work with, but he's in a really, really tough spot.
So looking at the next round, Flusha will be fine to buy for the next one. But the rest of his team will be broke for the most part. Got 2 players that will be at 3,400 or a little bit more, but 2 of which that are only going to have 2,400 in the bank. So it's going to be kind of a mixed buy. So they can, the decision of whether or not they hold on to this off is up in the air. He does have the bomb. It is a 1-on-3, so it's still doable. But the time is ticking away right now. So we'll take a look here. Taz is going to be on the flank. 10 seconds here. And Bialy will peek out there and take down Flusha. He may have been just trying to go ahead and get the bomb planted in there at least.
He threw that window room smoke. He kind of wanted to see if he could get some of those A players to kind of drift their attention away just to get that plant, knowing he wasn't going to win, but that a hit on Haz could have been useful. But just smart play from Bialy to stand his ground.
All right, so now we've got Neo with the open hand. Has been very effective here.
Yeah, and interesting that they're, even without a double op setup, they're opting to keep it into Neo's hands instead of Pasha.
Firebomb, the call-out's been made by Snacks. They're going to be pushing right through. They even go all the way through, so Taz gets 1 kill there onto JW. They are low on health. That firebomb did some damage. As now you're going back and forth. They really haven't been challenging there. Nice shot by Snacks, though. And so now it's going to be left up. So Flush and Snacks picks up another one. So a good job on the anti-eco there by Virtus.Pro. So that's going to make it 8-5 now. And really, I give it back to Neo in getting those opening frags, which is kind of has set the tone here for Virtus.Pro to start to pick up some round now.
Yeah, he's really shifted the momentum a little bit from Fnatic just coming out to that monstrous huge lead and just being very dominant across the map. And ever since Neo's had that up, you know, they've been winning rounds and they just forced Fnatic to save. So now they can make a little bit of comeback into this map and set themselves up for a second half.
So we're going to be seeing some smokes come over the top. Pasha has some action that's happening over there. And so now we'll see some smokes and flashes kind of going over the top, some pops that are happening there. Now they're going to go ahead and push out towards that A-bomb site. There has been a quick rotate there. Now, something to consider. The bomb is dropped back over there inside of T-spawn, and there was a player, Taz, who was he was starting to push up in that direction, and now the bomb is going to get picked up here by Olofmeister, and it's going to get taken back over there towards the B-bomb site. There's been a quick little trade there. They're going to make the call out now, knowing that, well, actually, they still don't know. As Pronax is going to be inside of the site, it's going to be basically a 2-on-2 if they start to rotate over there. Let's go ahead and hop on board here with Taz. They already made the assumption the bomb wasn't planted quick enough in the A site, so it must not be in that direction. But there's something to that, the fact that Pronax is going to be lurking about. So Snack's going to have to worry about not only trying to push in to make something happen, but he has to worry about the angle at the same time. He takes down Pronax. We're now down to a 2-on-2. They're going to be coming in from some really good angles. And over the top, there's going to be Olofmeister's going to be left up to Flusha. And so here comes the nade. That's going to cause some damage there. And Flusha picks up the last two. And so Fnatic picks up the round. That was a great job on selling that fake over there. They rotated all of the players over there, but how long it takes to rotate around through T-spawn was enough time to try to get over there in the site. But again, 9-5 now.
Yeah, and Pasha getting aggressive in mid took so much damage down to, I believe, less than 10 HP. And just that low health forced him to play so much more passive when he rotated back to A. You know, he couldn't go up those stairs. He had to just hold an angle, didn't have the health to kind of get in any gunfights. And it really stopped him from being able to call out that it was a fake. They couldn't spot the bomb, or the lack of the bomb.
So Neo, he was trying to peek out there from Connector with that AWP. He's going to get dropped by Crims. And so now you've got Pasha, who jumps out of the window. He picks up one. He has another kill to go in there. He picks up the second one. Now there is a player right there. That's going to be Flusha. He's going to try to challenge him here. On the other side of the smoke, now completely blind, and he will pick up the kill. That's going to be Flusha. And now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. A gunfight between Bialy and Olofmeister is happening in the overside of A. And Snacks is on the other side of the map rotating right now. So Olofmeister throwing the flash over the top and will pick up the kill. And Flusha picking up the next one, taking down Snacks on the rotate. So now it's going to be 10-5. That's going to be your first half score here.
So many nice Flusha, that flashbang he threw off Kawak completely blinded Pasha when he was catching some momentum and he was looking for his triple kill. And Olofmeister in his one-on-one threw a great flash and Bialy was completely blind there. So just great execution of one-on-one fights by these Fnatic players. One
of the things that I like about watching the one-on-ones with Fnatic is their awareness of what's around them, where those next flash points are. Immediately, he didn't just try to loft it over. He bounced it off of a wall to get that perfect flash, and from there he gained that angle. So getting that pop, that flash over there to blind Pasha just really gave him that extra advantage there at the end. So 10-5 first half score, and we'll see what happens here in the pistol round.
And Fnatic also kind of doing a retake. They have 2 players in CT spawn, whereas VP only had 1. But they're doubled up back here, and the majority of their players are playing at B and pushed on Catwalk for quick rotates.
Throwing in some decoys in those smokes. And so now they're going to go ahead and push through. They did smoke off that area, but they haven't really shot yet. Going straight through the connector. JW going to be right there. Olofmeister was up on top. He's frustrated with himself at this point in time because he didn't pick up the kill. They do get the bomb planted inside of the smoke, and so that's going to allow them to protect that side. But look out. Stacks is going to be over in the perfect spot, but Cribbs is going to turn on him. Now they're both going to take him out. And so now it's going to be left up to Taz and Bialy. Bialy's right there. He's picked up himself a second kill. Neo's going to fall. And Olofmeister, he's ran out of ammo. Bomb is ticking away now as Crims, he's just going to try to stick the defuse and hope he can stay alive. And so now it's going to be 10-6 as Virtus.Pro picks up the pistol.
And very similar pistol rounds from both teams, opting for those A executes, but whereas Fnatic went towards CT spawn and took over those stairs in that phone booth area, Virtus.Pro actually pushed towards the connector in the window room, planting in front of the boxes, and they had so many angles that they could defend from once they got control of those. So very similar, but subtly different, but it's very cool to see that difference in that style.
All right, so now we're going to see the scout being brought out there with JW and Olofmeister. So they're both going to be watching inside of mid, at least go get that double tap with the scout. But the action will happen over here inside of A. You've got all of the players set up there from Virtus.Pro. As they toss out their smokes, we'll hop back over here with Crims. Crims, he's going to catch off one. There will be a rotate happening, some jumping scouts there from Olofmeister. He does have himself a Galil, and he sprays, trying to spray down a couple players there. Picks up a second one, so he picks up 3 kills in the round before he falls. So that's a great hold there by Fnatic's very own Crims. So Crims, just being that player that he is, and shutting down the A-bomb site for a little while by himself. So 11-6 now in favor of Fnatic.
Crims is just a defensive rock on these CT sides. He's so good in all the positions he's in. Catching a nice kill through the right above the ladder through that hole in the floor on that balcony. And you know, on Cash, Fnatic won a very crippling eco round as well. And now we're seeing it again. And we need to see if Virtus.Pro can find a way to come back from that momentum change.
So we'll take a look here. Well, he's going to set himself up here. He's got just the very edge of the crack. So you see how he gauged himself, kind of getting that angle there. Now they're just going to be waiting. We'll switch over and kind of take a look around the map here. He's got Neo and his teammate. Pasha's going to challenge here inside of mid. He has a scout.
It looks like it's going to be probably pretty similar, I would assume, towards their pistol round, just to try and get the bomb planted in that smoke on the front portion of the bomb site, trying to expose themselves as little as possible to Fnatic defenders.
Pasha going to go ahead and start to push up there. They will be executing over here inside of A. Going to try to come in from both sides. There was going to be one player over there towards Catwalk. Going to push into the side and try to get this bomb planted. They're going to get planted at the edge of the smoke. Bombs down now inside of the A-bomb site. Bialy going to be able to push up there. He tried to find a nice little position there. He will pick up the kill into Pronax. And so now it's going to be down to a 2-on-5, or 2-on-4. As there is one player still inside the site. Both the players are still inside of A, but look at this, how they're playing this one. Since they got the bomb planted out there in the open, they'll now take advantage of that situation. This is an unwinnable situation for Fnatic, as they have some really great angles. And then you can see that JW, he wants to hang on to this Galil. And so now Virtus.Pro, they'll pick up this round. And the score will be 7-11 in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, and what a good response. You know, losing an eco and saying we can do it too. Great execution on that strat. While the smokes were coming down, there were 2 players in mid. Pasha was such a force with that scout, just being a distraction, helping his teammates pick up two of the Fnatic defenders who had the greatest angle to stop that bomb plant. So just really good execution by Virtus.Pro.
So Virtus.Pro, you're going to see that Taz will hang on to his Galil and Pasha will hang on to his scout. You see the way that they're setting things up. We'll go and look. You got Flusha, who's pushed up there towards Catwalk, and one in underpass. That's going to be Ulfmeister. He will get taken out. And now Flusha tapping away. He gets scouted down to 17 HP there from Pasha. Nade's going to rain in there from Pasha as he knew he hit him. And so now you've got Crims holding down the A-bomb side, doing what he does. And Pronax inside of the B apartments, taking his time. Just waiting for any player to push up yet. And Pasha, he's going to get another one. Pasha just doing some 180s there. Checking over towards Catwalk quickly. But we will have 2 players left alive here.
And Virtus.Pro's just so bunkered in the center of the map, and they're just watching every single angle from that one location, all clumped together, making sure if one person dies, they're going to have the cover necessary to keep that gun. And they're going to spot out JW in these halls. Oh, nice
what a shot. As he's going to try to cause a little bit more damage. Almost took out Snex as well.
He's so good with that CZ. It's unreal.
That takes skill. There's no question. The CZ at times is a little overpowered, but in those situations, that's just an incredible shot. So 11-8. Virtus.Pro starting to string some rounds together. And so again, this is map 2 of this first best of 3. Fnatic taking the first one. That was 16-10 on Cash. Here comes the aggressive approach from Fnatic as they pick up multiple. Crimson picked up 2. There's another player that pushed up from Catwalk. That was Flusha, and it's now left up to Bialy.
Yeah, and just 2 really aggressive strategies from both teams. And Neo, as the point man on that rush down that mid ramp, didn't seem like he was prepared for them to turn that corner. And they did it without even any flashes. You know, they just dry swung out and took the fight and came out on top.
Crims just a little tap through the wall. So now we're waiting this one out. A minute left to play here. 1-on-4. And a nice shot there, catching Ulfmeister in the air. So See that he's just checking to see if there's any flank. Now, if you look at the map, you can see that they've got 3 points here, holding down the bomb inside of mid. And so Bialy's going to make some noise over there. Flusha can hear that. You can see how he's turning around, hearing where Bialy is. So Crims is going to hold his position. You can see that he's over here towards jungle. May shoulder peek every now and then. 30 seconds left here in the round.
He's going to wait till Pronax spots him from Cat.
Let's go ahead and switch to that. That's what you mentioned there. So that's exactly what's happened. Good call on that one. And Pronax, who was over there towards Catwalk, and then Crims for the peak. We've seen that quite a few times from Fnatic. A good little setup. Really, that teamwork is just a huge component of Fnatic.
Yeah, and you know, it's why they've been so dominant in this stretch. You can just see this communication between these players and how they work together. It just looks miles above other teams at certain times.
All right. So we'll take a look here. Smoke grenade going to go ahead and bloom there at the A ramp. Another push there with JW. They have now got complete mid control. Flusha was there with him as well. Crims there. Now going to kind of back up and watch underpass. So now they've got all of mid. But we'll really need to look at over here towards the A-bomb site, which is where Flusha is. Flusha and Crims, they've already rotated too. They've rotated back. And so now they're just going to have a rely on Olofmeister to kind of hold here inside of the site. I don't know if he's been spotted. Neo is going to go for the plant. And they've actually spotted the barrel of that silencer. And so now they're going to go ahead and push in there. And that nade bounces off of a teammate, causes a little bit of damage. Not a lot, though. And so now the bomb's planted inside of the A-bomb site, a little bit deeper than what Virtus.Pro has done before. So that's going to be a firebomb over towards the firebox. So Neo just staying alive there by the bomb. And so they're kind of going 1 for 1, back and forth. Neo has picked up at least one there. Down to Crims. Crims is going to fall to Neo, and the score's going to be 12-9.
Yeah, and Neo, just all that experience, just keeping him calm. It's such a tough spot when that firebomb came into behind those caution boxes, and he's holding a tough angle for that guy who came out from ticket boxes. But he's just so good, and he nails his shot. He's been on point today.
So now we're going to see a save coming in here for Fnatic. Pronax has a scout, so he'll try to get that mid pick here. Slows down a little bit. Let's go ahead and switch over, though, because Virtus.Pro is going to be pushing out here. He's going to pick up a couple there. Now you're going to see the rotate happen. Flusha from afar, but the scout headshot, he tries to make it a second one, and now it's going to be left up to Flusha. And he'll get naded to the heavens. He gets launched in here. So 12-10 now, Virtus.Pro, working their way back, but still down by 2.
Right, but they're looking good, and you know we haven't. This is the first time I think we've seen them bust out an op on this half of the map. So we're gonna see how they want to play it now. It's gonna slow things down a little bit, and they're probably gonna let Pasha work and let him do what he likes to do. He's gonna take this peek at window.
He's got a perfect spawn for it, and so now you can see that he's pushing out there, and he will not see a player cross. This will allow them to regain mid control. We've seen it numerous times where Fnatic, they would just push up and they would just gather that mid control quickly. But right now it looks like Crims is under some gunfire there. That was Snacks, and so they kind of trade. They both kind of take 50 or more damage from one another.
Right now, you mentioned this mid control, and they haven't done anything with it. They're pushing up into connector, and Neo with another nice frag through the smoke.
Completely blind as well. So that Crims tried to throw a pop flash and tried to push through the smoke, but Neo, while he was blind, he went ahead and sprayed that AK. I think Pronax actually spotted the bomb here, and so he knows that they're going to be coming back around. That's going to be Pasha. Pasha's going to get caught off guard, and that's also an op, and it says, hey, you want the op? I'll give it to you. So now we've got Bialy. He's going to be last man standing here, down to this 1-on-4. And they know exactly where he's at, and Flusha right around the corner. He's going to get headshotted. 45 seconds left here in the round. Bomb is still down over here, and Bialy, he's going to need to be on the watch out here for the player that's just behind him, and he's going to get spotted there by JW. And so 13-10 as Fnatic finally comes back and picks up a round. So we've seen this kind of trade. Every time Fnatic will win a round, Virtus.Pro will follow with the next 2. So if we keep down this path, I believe we'll end up somewhere in a possible overtime.
Right, and you saw Virtus.Pro take control of that mid, so good. And then Fnatic, just their players being aggressive on the outside edges of the map, able to kind of flank around and just crunch that mid. Pronax with that nice flank, and then even JW there at the end with that positioning on Bialy and his 1-on-3.
All right, so now we can see you've still got Olofmeister and Crims over here inside of the A-bomb site. Multiple players going to be setting up to push here through the palace. And they're already starting to rotate. They've left Pronax by himself over here towards the site. But he does have Flusha that's right over there over towards Catwalk to help him out. JW backing up inside by Ticket Booth. There is one player that's pushed up. That's going to be Crims. JW picking up that kill. Crims still going to be over there. He will get taken out though. Pronax on the rotate from B now. And the bomb is going to try to get planted. It's going to be down to this 2-on-4. Taz going to be pushing around. JW pushes through. And now Taz in a really tough spot. He's going to get taken out. And so Fnatic picking up back-to-back rounds and making it 14-10.
Yeah, and JW over there by the ticket booth finding ways to look over the smoke, and you had Flusha and Connector who was able to find a crack in those smokes they threw towards that jungle area, and he didn't get the kills, but he caused so much damage as they tried to enter the bomb site and get that plant down, and just finding ways to deal damage and to soften the opponents up.
Oh, we were watching just at the tail end there. You could see that Flusha was scavenging. And kind of wasting, of course, they were able to take out that last kill pretty quickly during that bomb timer. And so that allowed Flusha to actually go around and pick up CZ and AK, 2 nades, and from that whole situation. So he ended only having to spend $300 going into the next round. It's just some of those little bitty things that could be a factor later on. So he has quite a bit of money to work with here going into it. He has 4,400. So if his teammates, if they lose this round, they'll be set up to kind of really push for that game point round. Well, Olive Meister in the back has picked up one. And Pasha still trying to work it out. Now he's back over here with Crims. Crims, he's going to be blind for a moment, but he does have a player to worry about. That's going to be Pasha. Pasha right in his face. Firebomb over the top. There's going to be Snacks. It's going to be left up to Taz. Taz, he will get the bomb planted down to this 1-on-2. A very winnable situation. He has an AK and head armor. And he's making a lot of noise, and he misses the shot. That was the perfect chance there for Taz as he pushed straight through. He had the upper hand on Pronax, but in the end, Fnatic will take that round, and they're at game point here. And so it's going to be 15-10. If you're just now tuning in, this is the first best of 3 or possible best of 3. If Fnatic wins this one, we'll go into our second best of 3. Because Fnatic, they won the first map on Cash 16-10. And they're, of course, coming from the loser bracket and needing to defeat Virtus.Pro in 2 best of 3s.
And Virtus.Pro's really been emphasizing these set smokes and flashes and executes over at the A bomb site, but they don't have enough smokes to do it this time. And it looks like they're just going to go towards the underpass and try and get mid control from like the back route.
And they've gotten a lot of attention there from Fnatic's perspective over there onto the underpass. They're actually trading positions here. You can see that JW now has an eye point or a viewpoint on the underpass with his AWP. And Bialy picks up the kill there. I believe that was over inside from the palace. And Flush going to be right there to help out over there towards Catwalk. Pushing back up Taz. He's going to go ahead and continue to shoulder peek here against JW. And Neo on the flank there. And so it seems as if there's an opening now. It's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Bialy picking up that one. The bomb is down out in the open. I think that Flush is going to be right there. Nice headshot there by Taz. And so now he's going to get the bomb planted. Pronax on the rotate. Bialy is low on health. He's down to 6 HP right now. And that's going to be what it's going to come down to. The bomb was planted for him, though. There is a firebomb or a Molotov that Pronax has, and it doesn't even make a difference here. And so Fnatic, they will push it in to the second best of 3, and they win this one.